So I think in this video I'm going to be covering my cream blushes, contours, and highlighters. So I have quite a few products in this drawer. I'm just going to start off with these first two. These are two new products that I'm going to be reviewing. These are both Korean brands. This first one is the Coloring Multi-Stick in the color Peanut Brown. This is from the brand Misha. And then the other one is from the Sem, and this one is called the Cream Stick Blusher. These next three products are three that I don't really like, but I am making an effort to use up. These are almost gone. These are from e.l.f. They are the $1 shimmering facial whips. I have three different colors of these. Again, not a huge fan of these. I don't really like them on their own either. I mean, they're okay for a $1 cream highlighter, but to make these work, what I usually do is just mix a little bit of them into my foundations to make them a little bit more dewy or kind of like shimmery. So that's how I plan to use these up, but I wouldn't rebuy these, and I'm not a huge fan of them, but they will stay. These four are stick highlighters. I'm definitely not a fan of these. I have two from LA Colors and two from e.l.f. I think they were all $1 a piece. These are like basically the stick version of those last products, but I really just do not care for these very much. So these are all going to be decluttered. I just don't like them. They're a little bit too sticky. It's one of those products that I feel like I could make work, but I just really don't really like these at all. These are two new products that I have that I recently made a video on. These are both by Holika Holika. They are these roller contouring and highlighting sticks. They have like a little paint roller on them. These are really interesting. I have a video on these if you are interested in seeing what these products are like, but I'm going to hang on to these. Next I have this nose contouring cushion. It's from the brand Peri Para, and it's called the Nose Up Shading Stick. It has a little cushion on it, and I really like this for contouring my nose, so that I'm definitely keeping, and that's gonna go into my makeup bag. Next I have a foundation. This is actually a Makeup Forever HD foundation sample. I think Sephora accidentally sent me the wrong sample color one time, so that's why I have this, but I actually use this sometimes for like a liquid contour, which I don't do too much, but I will hang on to it for that reason. Next I have two of these liquid colors. This first one here is the actual blush color, and then the other one is like a contour kind of color. I'm not really a huge fan of this. It also came in a set with a liquid highlighter that I showed in one of my other videos. I kind of feel like I want to keep all three of them, even though I know I'm not a huge fan of this bronzer. But these are what those two look like. They're very pigmented, but I just feel like that bronzer color, would I use that? I guess I'll hang on to both of these for now. I know I'll probably use the blush more than the contour, but I'll hang on to these for a little bit longer. And a similar product to the last one, this is the e.l.f. HD Blush. I don't really use cream blushes too often, but I have been liking them more lately, so I'm going to keep that one as well. These next three are pin highlighters. These are from e.l.f. They haven't sold these in actually quite a long time. To be honest, I don't really care for these as much. I think the gold and the bronzy color are just a little bit too much, so I'm going to declutter those two, but I think I will keep the lighter pink one. Next I have the Sephora Pantone Universe collaboration cream blush. This is from the year that they had the Radiant Orchid. This one's actually a really pretty color, but it's just kind of like super intense, so I have to be very careful when using this. But I do want to keep this because I'm kind of collecting a lot of the Sephora Pantone things. So this one's actually still, I think, usable, but I will keep this one. And these last three products are also from e.l.f. They kind of came out the same time and those little spotlight pens came out. These are actually kind of cool. They're like these little, almost like deodorant kind of packaging is what it reminds me of. The like little sticks that twist up. I'll get rid of the blush kind of color in that goldy bronze color, but I will keep the highlighter one. So two will go and one will stay. So out of that drawer, I am decluttering 8 products. So these I think I'll pass along because I think they can all still be used. They're just not things that I'm really a big fan of. So those are all going. The rest of the products in this drawer are more like my liquid highlighters. So these first two are from Algenist. These are the Reveal Concentrated Luminizing Drops. I have two of them. I think the gold one is called Champagne and then the pinky one is called Rosé. Those are staying as well. I got these from Sephora. I think they were $22 for the two of them, so it's like $11 a piece. So far I haven't done that good of a job at decluttering things, but I feel like these are a lot of products that even if I don't love them, there's still things that I can easily work into my makeup routines to use them up so that they don't get wasted. So I haven't really decluttered too much yet, but I'm sure I will once I get kind of to the other products. These next three are the liquid highlighters from Becca. Most of these, I think all of these actually, I got in little duos with the miniature powder highlighters. So I have the color Moonstone, Opal, and Champagne Pop. To be honest, I find myself not really using these that often, but they are very beautiful and something that I would use. To be honest with you, these are actually all very similar in color, so it doesn't really warrant like owning all of these, but I did buy the sets mainly just for the powder highlighters. So yeah, I will be keeping these though, and maybe eventually I'll be able to kind of work these into my makeup routine. And quickly, these last few products, this one is from Hard Candy. It's called the Glow All the Way. This is a miniature sample. This one is a little bit thicker of a highlighter. Another one that's not my favorite, I probably wouldn't recommend, but it is a small one and I want to use this up. Next is the Face Flash from, I think, Victoria's Secret. This one I've actually had for quite a while. It's called the Radiant Cream Face Highlighter. I'm not a huge fan of this one either. It has a little mesh top that you squeeze the product through, and it's kind of like a pinky champagne rose kind of color, but I'm not a huge fan of this one. I just find that this one is a little bit too greasy for me, and even with trying to work this into using my foundations, I'm just not a huge fan of it, so I think that this one can go. Another mini product I have, this is the Benefit Watts Up Highlighter. Not my favorite either, but one that I will use up. This one's really small. It's almost gone anyway, so I'll keep that one for a little bit longer. This one is from e.l.f. This was the like dewy highlighting drops. I wasn't a huge fan of this one either. I think this was about $3, but this one I just find it has a little bit more of a greasy, oily feeling to it as well. This one is relatively newer, so I think I'll hang on to it for a little bit longer, even though I'm not a huge fan of it. But again, I do try to use up as many things as I can. And then the final liquid highlighter I have in this drawer is the Ulta Liquid Illuminator. This one is the Shimmering Pearl one. This came in a trio with a blush and a liquid bronzer as well. Another one that's kind of a take it or leave it product. I think I got this because it was like on clearance, but not really something that I would recommend. So out of that drawer, unfortunately, I'm only decluttering one product. Again, my aim with these videos is not to just throw away as many products as possible, but rather to kind of remind myself the products I own and to really cut out things that I will 100% not use or things that just need to be thrown away. So that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please like and subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram. Link is below. And until my next video, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.